Did we ever, this was on the subreddit, love this because I wanted to talk about this and speculate with the boys. Did we ever get an update on the woman and her boyfriend who were trying to legally or illegally obtain the graded magic cards from her deadbeat dad? I was listening to a sleep aid last night. I was trying to settle in for the night and the story popped up. First off, love that. That's so cool to me. I sometimes use content creators like sleep aid stuff with just stories and stuff to fall asleep. Especially, I usually do it for naps, not for bedtime. Bedtime is rain time. But for naps, I'll throw on just someone dry talking in the background. Anyway, was wondering if she ever got a lawyer, and maybe this will make it to the Wubby sleep aid so that this person can have an update when they fall asleep. There is no update, but I believe to me that gives me an update. This person, despite even having private conversations with them, has not, unless I'm totally forgetting, which I want to get ahead of now, unless I'm completely forgetting, we have gotten no update. That tells me one of two things, okay? And I know this might not be what you want to hear, but either one, nothing has happened. Probably the most likely case. Nothing has happened, right? Or option two, this is what I like to believe. Everything has happened. A full-blown like heist, something very illegal has occurred, some crazy shit has popped off, and they cannot leave, they don't even want to update. They don't want to put anything into writing about anything that's happened. I do believe these people have the capacity to break the law. Actually, I shouldn't say that in case this gets pulled for any reason. I don't believe these people could ever break the law, and I don't think they're suspects in this. I think they should look into the neighbor. Or someone. But really though, if I had to pick, if I was a gambling man, I would lean that something has gone down and they no longer wish to update me on it because there's something legal happening. Like either illegal activity or a legal proceeding. That's my thoughts on it. Now, I will open it up to the couple who had this story. For those who don't know, their dad is a piece of shit deadbeat. This girl's dad is a piece of shit deadbeat with a huge Magic the Gathering collection, like potentially millions of dollars in Magic the Gathering cards. She wants to get it from him before he dies and leaves it to his like bullshit wife, whatever. I don't know what it is. They want to get it from him. And I was like, yo, get in there and steal it. Just fucking get it and just, I don't know where it fucking went. And they said they would either hire a lawyer or do something illegal or whatever, but they said they would get back to me. They didn't get back to me. It's his stepdaughter. Well, yeah, whatever it was, they were going to, the deadbeat dad was going to leave it to either his stepdaughter, who was just a piece of shit, or his new wife. Something about their story sounds like BS. Well, then come forward and tell us it was BS. I don't even care. Like, I want closure on that. Your parents' assets are not your assets. Hey, vegan hipster, I'm going to show you a little something called the 5-finger discount, okay? It's where you make it into a fist, you beat the shit out of your dad, you take his belongings in the night, you wear a baklava on your head, and you get the fuck out of there, okay? His shit isn't your shit, okay? Tell that to this fucking fist, this pipe, and my car leaving skid marks in the driveway, brother, okay? Your car be shitting. Because it left skid marks. Nared my asshole a long time ago, and I think I damn near chemically burned my asshole because I put it on and then I just kind of stood naked for a while, and then it started to really burn to the point of panic. So Pokimane had a clip go viral. Pokimane says that her editor wasn't able to make deadlines. You probably already saw this clip. This is insane. Remember, guys, friendship ended with other person. Pokimane now best friend. Finished the Nair story. I just burned the shit out of my asshole. Not literally. And then I was scared to poop for a while because I'm like, you know, it gets weird, right? Like, let's say you get a cut on your hand, right? You get a cut on your hand, and then you get a little poopy on your hand. If you don't take care of that, it's panic mode. It's sheer panic mode, right? But you get any sort of injury near your butthole, and you go, I think my body will just handle it. And then it does. Anyway, so Pokimane, her editor said they couldn't meet editing deadlines. And here's the reason Pokimane said that her editor gave her. So here we go.
Hey, do you have time to talk? I'm ready to finally tell you why I've been struggling so much with deadlines. And I said, oh, like, great. Hopefully this is something that we can fix. Tell me why he proceeds to tell me that the reason why he would sometimes turn around videos a week or two late is because he couldn't stop touching himself. I was trying to pick which word to use. To me, his, in a way, employer of many, many months.
Of many months, too.
When I tell you I've never halted a conversation so fast, because I'm like, you are the person that I send like hours of footage to.
Why'd you stop on the word foot? Was that intentional? Was she being funny there?
To.
Okay, we gotta talk. This is crazy. She's just uncomfortable. I can't imagine why. Why would she be uncomfortable? What do you mean? Dude, okay, there's so much to say about this. It's fucking ridiculous. There's two layers of ridiculousness to this. One, jerking off to the to the footage you're getting, and Pokimane, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't do any sort of like goon content. I'm sure he's editing like her Twitch streams or what, like probably shit that you could put on in front of your parents. Pokimane doesn't do very much, if any. I don't think she does any goon shit. YouTube videos. Exactly. So it's already like mega degenerate. Like how down, no offense to Pokey here, but like how down did someone introduce this man to pornography? Like that's weird. I would say that makes you a little like definitely unwell to some extent. It's weird. But how, like I think he was going for the Hail Mary here. I think he went full blown goon brain and was like, maybe if I confess this to her, she'll really give me something to goon over.
Bag like that?
How do you fumble a bag like that? I don't even fully understand it. Well, first off, I actually have something to share with you guys here because I currently employ 3 editors, and I don't want to be like, I don't want to insert myself into any sort of drama that I'm not inserted into, but I actually do have an experience with one of my editors recently from this. I got a DM from Carlos the other day that read, "Hey man, sorry if this edit is taking too long. I've been too busy freaking my shit to the VODs." And then he linked this, which, it was frustrating to see this, frankly. So I replied in the only way I knew how to handle it. I said, "Hey man, I understand if you're going to freak your shit as you said. Please make sure to send me photos of the shit freaking process. I appreciate your professional approach to the situation, and I hope we can continue to maintain that relationship moving forward." I wanted to keep it professional. And then Carlos came through with what he needed to. It's going to be a lot to get through, but I think this keeps us both on an equal playing field. He left 20 gigs out, though. It's a work in progress. Listen, there's only so much free space on my computer. You want to know something fucked up that I immediately thought of when this happened? I was like, okay, my first thought was, ew, that fucking sucks. Like, I'd feel pretty violated if like my magic editor, Ryan, was like, "Hey man, I can't stop jerking off to the videos you send." I'd be like, what the fuck? But then I also had this thought of, oh, I'm never going to have to worry about this. Like, this is a pretty lady internet problem only. And this is a criticism of men, but for the record, in most cases, I'd say 99% of cases where any of this would happen, which I don't even think this would ever happen. You'd be surprised. I would say that this is a mostly lady on the internet problem, which sucks because think of this chat for a second. Okay. If there's a guy content creator, right? And he has a lady editing for him. If that lady is attractive and messages him and goes, "Hey, I was playing with my I can't stop touching my nipples while I'm editing your videos. It's taking a long time." 9 out of 10 of those content creators and go, "Why didn't you call? You have my number. We could have FaceTimed." I don't think this is a problem that most dudes on the internet have ever thought of, right? Oh no, I hope none of my lady editors are flicking their shit and bouncing their titties to me. It would still be violating? Yeah, definitely still be violating. It would be weird as fuck, for sure. But like, man, that sucks. That's such, and like, just think of all like if she's like sending videos too, there's a lot of like personal stuff that editors get to see, right? So even from the not important, just messing up a take and that just being kind of vulnerable with like messing up a take or something, to like sometimes you're filming in your house, and like sometimes you start the recording before the camera's fully set up. And, there's things going on. There's people like there's crew that might not want to be filmed. There's things being said that, oh my God, okay, I'll give you an example. There is a very not appropriate joke I have made every single time we have filmed a Commander video. And every single time I go, "Hey, Ryan, cut that." It's now a theme
in the video, I just say this fucked up thing, and then I go, hey, Ryan, cut that out. And I can only imagine stuff, especially if you have kind of a clean image online, which I don't. But someone like Pokimane, that's fucked up. I'm not as worried about, wait a minute, Wubby said an edgy joke? New headline, didn't ask, right? But I can imagine it's worse for someone like Pokimane. Give us the slur cut? That's not what it is. Has the editor been outed? That's got to be pretty devastating. That dude's not going to edit again. God damn, bro. Bro was so... bro absolutely thought he had a chance to. He went for a Hail Mary, and he was not even on the field. Yeah, he admitted it. He outed himself? No, he didn't. Link it. No, he didn't. Weeks delayed. Okay, wait, actually, hold on. This is really sinking in. How do you delay a video weeks from gooning? Does that mean every time he pulled up Premiere? Oh my God, brother. Oh my God. Thank you for the dozens of editor applications. This is from Pokimane. Thank you for the dozens of editor applications sent to my email, but this happened years ago. Also, the tweet and the wording is kind of misleading. He said this to me, but didn't leave... Oh, wait, what? Pokimane? Wait, what? Hold on. This is a huge fold in this. He said this to me, but didn't say it was directly about me. Either way, like I ended all professional. Hold on, let's listen to it again. What?
Great. Hopefully this is something that we can fix.
Hold on. Yeah, okay.
Tell me why he proceeds to tell me that the reason why he would sometimes turn around videos a week or two late is because he couldn't stop touching himself. I was trying to pick which word to use. To me, his, in a way, employer of many, many months.
Oh, I see what happened here. Wait, what does the to me there that mean? Wait, hold on. Am I retarded? He was telling it to her? Oh, that is a foot in mouth moment then. Because I can with an entire paragraph of context, I can understand it. But the way that is worded, I think pretty objectively, that's what you're saying. She's highlighting why it's inappropriate to say to her. No, I totally get it. I totally get it. But if you just listen to this, that's crazy. That's hard to understand that. Okay, well, that actually changes everything. It's still weird. But like it's still very weird. Super weird. But the degree, it just went down 20 degrees. Mans has an addiction. Exactly. It sounds more like he's admitting to having some... I don't even... Well, now I'm just curious about everything. Wait, hold on. So he goes, hey, I'm struggling to meet deadlines. She goes, lay it on me. I want to help you fix it. He goes, I have a masturbation addiction. And she goes, don't ever speak to me again, you goon fuck. I'm not going to insert myself in this any further, but I will say this. Everything I just said previously is now in different context because I didn't understand. With the new context, I think I'm just going to keep my opinion to myself. She clearly means to her. No, she clarified. I think it was worded very, very poorly, but she clarified. You can't be like, no, she meant it like this even after clarifying. I hate when people fucking do that. She clarified. All right, whatever, moving on. Peanut, Carlos, I'm going to say this. If you ever told me that you couldn't make a deadline because you were jerking off too much, legitimately, I wouldn't fire you, but I would be mortified. I have a different relationship with my editors. My editors are my friends too, so it's different. But if like Carlos came to me, this is not what happened with Pokimane. What happened with Pokimane is different. If Carlos came to me, he's like, I can't work. I have a goon problem. I'd be like, send me video. No, I'd be like, you need to get help, dog. You need to figure that shit. Can I be honest with you? This might be cold. I wouldn't care. I'd be like, you need to figure that out because you have work to do. So maybe go get help. Maybe go talk to someone because you shouldn't be talking to me. And I'll give you like 2 weeks to figure that shit out. Just don't fuck kids, you know? Goon with consent. That's it, baby. That's it. Just don't fuck kids. Goon with consent. It's that easy. Also, maybe if your employer is Pokimane, maybe think twice before admitting you have a goon problem. I would. You know, there's a certain audience that you can deliver that information to that will receive it well. I don't think Pokimane's top of my list for being sympathetic to a gooner. You know what I mean? Read the room, buddy. How do they call that movie The Goonies, but there ain't nobody ever stroking their shit? I've been asking myself that since the 80s, bro. I got into an argument with a kid once back in, I think I told this elementary school. He was this weird kid. He had one of those special needs mouths. He wasn't special needs at all. All of his needs were normal, but he had like a special needs mouth. And he also talked like a vampire. Let's widdly fwickin' boogie. Like that's how he would talk. Let's widdly fwickin' boogie. And I remember, this is so mean. When in elementary school, I was a bully. In middle school, early, I was a bully. And then late middle school, high school, I was bullied. I think that was God getting back at me. And I took it on the chin, you know? I gained some weight. Anyway, this kid at recess in elementary school kept trying to argue with me about vultures. He would say, vultures can fly. That's what he would say. And I just kept gaslighting him that vultures could not fucking fly at all. And it got so heated. This is a weird story. I don't even know if I want to finish it. I kind of just want to leave you guys hanging. He would go, vultures can fly. This kid, by the way, if this kid's watching, I probably just woke him up like a sleeper agent. He's probably having a meltdown right now. Anyway, it ended with the kid crying, because I just would not give into it. I guess this was like his thing that he was really interested in. You're the asshole. Oh my God. Chat, I have a story. I need to know if I'm the asshole. Last night it happened. It took place last night at 1 a.m. And it is officially my first ever bad Cane's experience. All right. I went to Cane's and I need to know if I'm the asshole because if it didn't go the way it did, I was ready to out this employee's name, out with a location, and but it ended in a different way. So I'm not going to do that now. Everything is now anonymous. Wubby sleep aid. Okay, listen, I know this is going to be a sleep aid story, but I need your involvement. I need you to pay attention. Chat, I need you to lock in. I need you to be honest with me, okay? I don't want to know if I handle things perfectly because I think when you get down to a microscope, no matter how perfect somebody acts, you can always pick apart something they did. I want to know if, just frankly, was I the asshole or were they the asshole? Lock in. Okay, so I go to Cane's once a week, sometimes more than once a week. I have not missed that in like 2 years. Okay, well, Wubby, you're fat. Yeah, I am. And I go to the same Cane's location too. Okay, I am known there. Sometimes I come in my Porsche. Sometimes I come into my hand. Sometimes I come into a tissue. I go to Cane's sometimes in my Porsche. Okay, they're always nice and they laugh about it. They think it's cool. Sometimes I don't. Regardless, I go to Cane's. That doesn't matter, right? But that did affect how I wanted to handle this situation because I don't want to blow up my own Cane's spot. I plan on going back. This is the box combo. I used to, at a heavier weight, get a much bigger order. I got a Caniac combo, which is even more chicken, yada, yada. If there's one thing we know about Cane's, okay, if you've been to Cane's, you know, a box combo comes with a single Cane's sauce. Chat, please tell me, is that enough to enjoy the entire box combo? This is such an obvious question. Of course it's not. It's not, and they know it. It's not, by the way, this is not Cope. It's like having a single ketchup packet. That is not enough to enjoy the box combo, right? I personally inhale these bad boys and I get a lot. I get a lot. In fact, I get so many that I like to have leftover sauce in my fridge to eat on other fun shit I'll eat, on a later day. I go to the drive-thru and I get my order, right? Okay, hey, I'll take a box combo, no slaw, extra fries, large Coke Zero. Can I get 5 extra sauces and 4 extra toast, butter both sides? Thank you. And immediately, I'm going to be honest now, okay? Okay, everyone's freaking out. I don't eat it all. I never finish it. I can no longer. Why am I getting called the asshole? What have I even done wrong now? I pulled up and I ordered food. Also, they're not extra sauces. You pay for each sauce. Each extra sauce you pay for. Either way, I'm not the asshole for ordering food how I want to order fucking food. And this is a delicious cheat meal that I enjoyed. And there's nothing wrong about that. The lady on the mic was already kind of short with me, and I'm not gonna lie, no big deal. I'm not gonna throw a fit over the
worker being short with me, but it matters later. After I'm done, she's like, all right, pull up. I was like, oh, okay. Like, I guess I won't be polite. I'll just be neutral if that's how we're going to be. She's clearly just not in a great mood. It's okay. I get it. If you want to be quiet, I'll be quiet too. There's no problem with it. I'm not going to throw a bitch fit over it. She hands me my food. I'm on my way. I get home. I step outside. I have a nice I smoke a little. I'm vibing tonight. It's a little cheat night. Delicious. Gonna get high for some canes. It's gonna be a great night for me, baby. I go back to my food and I'm like, I'm so excited. It's time to eat. Okay. And what do I see? But absolutely no cane sauces in my meal. Absolutely no cane sauces in my meal. Yep. Now I'm thankful, okay? I pause everything. No more getting high. No more nothing, okay? I'm livid. Yep. None. So I'm like, this is over. This Cane's meal is over. I have to stop what I'm doing. I'm like, I was about to get zooted. I'm about to enjoy myself. I'm about to sit down. Nothing now. Everything's fucked. I check around, nothing. So what do? Get back in the car. I go back. Keep in mind, this is not short. This is going to be a long trip for me. Okay, I'm not going to give exact times. I'm not trying to have everything planned out, but my high is ruined. I don't get high now. My food, now, no matter what happens, okay, my food's ruined. I checked the receipt. I paid for them. I paid for everything. Everything's ruined. So I go back. I get to Cane's, and I'm mad now. I'm just furious, okay? I'm not vibing on my couch like I wanted to be. But hold on, chat. This is not even worthy of a story yet, right? This happens to everyone. I pull up to Cane's, and what's happening at Cane's? Well, it's what happens every fucking time. There's a big-ass line. And I go, okay, their doors are closed. I just have to get in the drive-thru line. I'm going to be adult about this. I'm going to see what happens. And I start to think, okay, by the time I get home, it's going to be over an hour from when the food hit. This food's going to be destroyed. It's just going to be gross and soggy, right? So I'm like, I'm going to ask them if they'll remake my food. So I pull up to the drive-thru and I go, hey, I was just here. I got home and I realized everything, my sauces weren't in the box. Would I be able to get that fixed? Without asking me anything, she goes, pull forward. And I go, oh, okay. I'm a little weirded out. I'm like, you don't want to know my order? Wouldn't you ask for my order at that point to remake it or something? I don't know what's going on. I'm still in line, long ass line, and I'm just waiting. And I'm waiting. I'm in the drive-thru, just waiting. Pull up to the window. She goes, okay, so what happened? Keep in mind now, it's been a lot. I am a victim. This was my nom. So she goes, so what happened? I'm like, yeah, so I ordered a bunch of extra sauces and I didn't get sauce. So, and I like to eat, and I'm trying to justify this, right? And she's like, okay, 1 second. Close the window, goes, talks back to the guy. Okay, we can just give you the sauce. And I'm like, no, I think I either want a refund or I want you guys to remake the food. Because at this point, my food's just been sitting out for like an hour. And she doesn't respond, close the window, goes, talks to the cook, comes back. So the cook is willing to give you fries and bread. I'm nice to service workers, and there is a point of no return for me. And that was the point. And I looked at her and I went, well, that doesn't really solve our problem, does it? No. She stares we're now staring at each other, closes the window, walks away. And I'm like, okay, so they're just going and having some sort of conversation now. I see her talking to a different guy, another guy, and I'm like, I'll be honest, it's pretty petty, bro. Okay, all right, that's fine, you can call it. I'm like, that doesn't really solve our problem. Why are you offering me bread and fries? How does that solve anything? What does that do for me? Oh, thank you. So then the manager comes up. He out of nowhere. She doesn't say a word to me. He just comes up. I'm like, oh, hi. He's like, what's the problem tonight? And I'm like, hey, I ordered. I didn't get my sauce. And because now I've been waiting and everything, it does change the meal. I'm hoping I can either, if it's too much, if it's too late, I'll just take a gift card to comp it, or I'll take a new meal. And he goes, okay, well, first off, what's the meal? And I'm like, he's like, and also, he even said this. He goes, also, I don't know why she didn't ask. And I'm like, thank you. Why didn't she ask? So I explained the meal, and he goes, that's no problem. We'll get it remade for you right now. Yeah, just give us 5 minutes. And I go, oh, thank you. Oh my God. So, and then I started to sit, I'm like, is he just doing this? Am I the asshole? So he remakes the meal. I was like so appreciative. I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And I assure him, I'm like, hey, if it's too much, if you're all cleaned up, like, please just, I'll take a $20 anything, just something. He's like, no. He's like, no problem. We'll cook it up right now. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. Everything's done. Brand new meal, everything. When I get home, okay, I go to my meal that's been sitting there and I'm like, let me see how wrong I was. I take a bite of the fries, take a bite of the chicken. It's like it was run under a faucet. Soggy, absolute, like just leave your fast food out for like 60 minutes. Just put your fast food on the counter for 60 minutes and tell me it's even worth it. It's terrible. Anyway, so my question to chat was I the asshole in that? I was still furious, but luckily that manager came out and like really brought me down to earth. I was like, thank you, brother. Not the asshole. 81% of chat says not the asshole. Okay, so validated. I'm sorry. You can say I was the asshole for one part of it, but I gotta call a spade here. How the fuck is messing up my meal? And then when I ask, like, hey, what are we gonna do about it? Going, we'll give you fries. How is that a solution? She literally was like, yeah, our cook is willing to give you fries and bread. Oh, is he? Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. So you solved the problem. Oh, why does the cook have a say at all? That's the thing too. I fully understand. Like, we don't want to cook. It's more work for us. Okay, hand me a fucking gift card. I don't think Cane's is going to be suffering for a $20 fucking gift card. Like, hello? That same girl served me in yes, Carlos was in the fucking drive-thru too. That same girl served me in every interaction. I thought dude, she was, okay, Carlos, you have awoken a demon because I didn't want to go there, but now that you're there to validate this, she was she was a mega bitch. Oh my God. For no reason on the first order, it was like, to everything I said. And I'm like, I had to keep it together on the first go around where she didn't even do anything like to my meal yet. Oh my God. I will come through and I'm a sweetheart. I get it. Customer service fucking sucks, right? It does. I get it. But you being shitty to good people, you're just as bad as the shitty people who came through your line. I hope they didn't spit in my food. I always look when I have to get something reordered for spit, because God help that store if I find a loogie in there. I'm coming in, but this time it's going to be my vehicle. I was waiting at the speaker for like 5 minutes. She hops on the mic and goes, whenever you're ready. Carlos, I love you. I love you, Carlos. You're so validating. Yes, bro. She was so awful. She was not hiding at all that she fucking hates being there. I'm not going to say she doesn't deserve a job, but she needs to not be customer facing. I didn't even say she didn't deserve a job. It's just people like this are insane to me. I have been in situations, right, where I've had the worst customer. I've had customers like make me emotional and shake, like on the verge of tears in customer service, right? But when somebody comes in who's kind, it is the most refreshing part of the day. It's like, thank God humanity still exists. Thank you. The last thing I would ever want to do is be mean to a human being who's shown me nothing but kindness while I'm on the clock, right? Those people are the only people that kept me from committing a felony. Yep. When I was working at a grocery store, I had a customer threaten to smash my face into my windshield. He wanted me to go outside and fight him. This is a whole story, and it sucked. It sucked. I almost fucking cried. But that's not going to make me be mean to a nice guy coming in. Hey man, how's your day going? I'd be like, thank you for existing, because you're the only reason I came into work today. I had a friend who worked at Cane's in high school. Whenever we're out and saw Cane's catering, he was shocked because they have a policy that if you don't get your food in 10 minutes in the restaurant, they have to remake it because Cane's doesn't last well. Damn. I didn't even know that. The hassle of driving all the way back is so not worth it. Just using other sauces at home. It was the principle of it. I paid for them. I don't know. Like, it's the principle of it. I also, by the way, I have to admit, Cane's is different from most other sauces. I go to Cane's for the sauce. I don't want the calories. I don't want to waste my cheat calories unless I'm going to eat it. That's another thing a lot of you don't understand. If you're not on a diet, your diet, when you're eating the food you want, it's a ritual. And if that ritual gets broken at all, you've wasted those calories, you've wasted your day, you've wasted the meal. And a lot of people who might not be counting their calories don't understand that. I'm not going to put the Cane's in my body unless it's the sacred way I want to, because I don't have the fucking calories to spare, bro. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. It's going to make me drive back. Anyway, that's my Cane's story. Shouts out to the Wubby sleep aid. I'll speak to this, and if my friends can back me up or put me in my place if they want. People in my life know this about me. I'm very kind to service workers. I am. I've known people who weren't, and they've made me the most uncomfortable. They're bad people. People who are mean to service workers are bad people. But I have a line. I do. And it will switch for me. And I'll be a big ol' fucking asshole. You're the asshole beyond belief, and I seriously don't get how you think you aren't. You can look for spit, but not for your sauce. Wait, hold on. I'm not even gonna bring this fucking guy on call. Hold on. You can look for spit, but not for your sauce? Oh, boy. Nah, you're right. I'm good on this. Hey, man, you're good. You're good. You just do your own thing. I'm good. Okay, actually, though, you don't check the bag before leaving the Canes. I've been to Canes, like I said, once a week or more for the past few years. They've never messed up a single order, ever. Ever. Canes is like above fast food when it comes to like my trust in them. So no, I didn't. I never do. But guess what? I learned a valuable lesson. I'm going now. Them leaving out free ketchup packs or something is different than leaving out 6 sauces you pay for. Yeah, well, I mean, 89% of chat agreed. I think that's kind of, it's tough to get a poll that one-sided on this stream. Canes can't mess up an order because it's literally, do you want 3? I know, exactly. It's hard for Canes to fuck it up when it's chicken, fries, box.
What are we doing today? Gamers? We're going to yap for a bit, and then we're going to yap some more, and then we're going to yap some more. The video with Critical came out today, the opening of the alpha pack. So I'm on a Magic subreddit. They're talking about it. I'm on my subreddit. You guys are talking about it. And then Charlie's comments, you guys are talking about it. And there's one fucking through line through all of it. And I'm losing my mind here,
Sorry
guys.
if I interrupt.
Yeah. The through line that I have noticed through all of these threads and people talking about me and Charlie and Magic is it's not even necessarily mean. Some of it is, but I'll be honest, most of it isn't. But it is this overwhelming confidence that I am on Ozempic. It is like, in fact, the comment section seems to go like this. Wubby looks great. Top reply. Ozempic. He must be chomping down that Ozempic. Those are funny. I don't really care. And then there's like people like going into the details and, well, you know, Wubby, the risk. And I'm like, I'm sitting here reading this like, I'm sorry, when did I do that? I'm going to say this. It's kind of unfortunate for fat people because now going from fat to not as fat in 2024, I'm not lying, is now almost a bad thing. You lose weight and you post it publicly, instantly people are ready to take it from you now. Well, you did this instead, probably. I don't know. I'm just assuming. I saw it's happening to celebrities, and who knows who's doing it, right? I don't fucking know. I'm not knocking door to door, but like, there is a new like fear about posting about weight loss. And I used to think I remember asking you guys, what are you going to pick on me for when I lose weight? And people were like, oh, the ginger thing. I never in a million years would have guessed the thing I would now get picked on for is the speculation on how the weight was lost. So let me clear this air real quick, because as someone heavily on Ozempic, I want you guys to understand the dangers of it. It was so obvious if you followed my stream what happened, but I think a lot of people don't. A lot of people are like, oh, it's that Wubby guy. Whoa, he was really fat. Now he's really thin. I wonder what happened. He probably took drugs. I've been steady losing weight through lifestyle change, through lots of different things, right? And they call that Ozempic cough. You'll learn all about it. And then, you know, I would say that I fluctuated up, down. I'd go on a vacation. I would stop going to the gym. I'd come back. I'd start working out again slowly, whatever. I'd eat up, down, like everybody fucking does. But I'd have a net did better than my peak. And if you don't believe me, I should show you what I used to look like, right? And then I got very sick. This was right around the time I was on Ludwig's unpaid intern. And I mean very sick. For those who didn't follow me as closely, I was bedridden for about 5 days, eating maybe under 500 calories a day. I mean, I had no desire to eat, and food tasted very bad, right? And then once I got out of bed, for the next 2 weeks, my appetite was low, but more importantly, my taste buds from that flu got totally fucked up. Like, everything tasted bitter and awful. That is totally cleared up, by the way. My God, I had canes the other night, and that cleared up after like a week or two. But then, next thing you know, I'm on Ludwig's show, right? And I was still feeling the effects from the flu. I wasn't sick anymore, but I was still like dizzy and everything. And I go on Ludwig's show, and everyone's like, Wubby, you look thin. And I'll be honest with you, yeah, I wasn't fucking eating. I was having an Ensure, dude. I was just, because it was all I could do. 2 Ensures a day. That's it. That's all I was doing. So they call this Ozempic flu, and this is all from the amount of Ozempic that I was taking. I showed up on that show, and I was very scared. I never weighed myself because I knew if I weighed myself after my flu, I would be so disheartened when my weight kind of fluctuated back to where it was while I was eating. And it did. I literally weighed myself just last night, because I'm like, okay, I've been eating like shit. I got to get clean again. And I'm right around where I was before the flu. I probably fluctuated, you know, I probably lost over 20 and gained about 20 in the course of a few weeks. I get why you think it was Ozempic. I get it. And it's funny, genuinely. But for the people who actually care, like first off, the people making jokes about it, I don't give a fuck at all. I also saw, I had to remove a post on the subreddit. Wow, that's almost impossible. Hey, guess what, bro? Don't believe me. I don't give a shit. I saw someone on the subreddit like hardcore defending me. Like, stop, you're taking away his hard work, da-da-da-da. And I want everyone to know, bro, I could be in the grave and not a single soul in this stream believes me. It does not bother me in the slightest. I do not care. I take away my weight loss from me. It's A-okay. I more so want people to know who might be trying to lose weight. I know a lot of people the community was doing weight loss shit. I think that people who are like mad at me for something they're assuming, that's a little weird. I will say that's like, okay, bro, chill. But yeah, so yeah, the point is get really sick and starve. They want you to have used Ozempic because they don't believe, but that, like, who cares, right? Like, boys, at the end of the day, when I see how fat I was in clips you guys post on the subreddit, I'm like, so happy I'm not that fat. When I'm like almost down, I'm nearly, well, I won't even say, I'm down a lot from my peak. And when I see that, I'm like, dude, I don't care what you think it was. I look so much better. I don't give a fuck. But anyway, I just wanted to say that the conversation around me right now online, I'm not even lying, is just, well, he looks good. Haven't seen him in a while. He's on Ozempic. I'm down nearly 1,000. I misread that. Sorry. I thought you were like a cargo load. I'm down nearly 100 pounds thanks to you and the community. If you can spare some Ozempic. I actually get my Ozempic in the form of like a rock that you have to smoke out of a pipe. So if you ever see me in public smoking out of if you ever see me in a park bathroom smoking out of, you might call it a crack pipe, but it's not. Just know I'm doing that for my health, my body weight loss. And hold on, let me also say this. I'm going to say this with my whole fucking chest. If you are losing weight on Ozempic, if you got gastric, if I don't give a fuck, congrats on the weight loss. When somebody approaches me with weight loss, I'm not going to sit here and be like, well, hold on. You don't deserve praise if you didn't do it the way I think you should. Brother, if you're 500 pounds and you get down to 300 pounds, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care how you did it. Even if you want to say you did it in an unhealthy way, I'd rather you have done it in an unhealthy way and now you're 200 pounds. Start there. Just saying. I'm not a doctor. Don't listen to me. Okay? But I'm going to call a spade a spader. If you're losing weight, congrats. Good for you. Happy for you. If you're not losing weight, there's this miracle drug. I think the problem is when here's where it is problematic, right? It's the same with people who do like steroids or HGH, like human growth shit, and they don't disclose it, and then they profit off of the way their body looks. That's fucked up, right? If I was selling a course on weight loss and I was taking Ozempic and not telling you, evil. Yeah, Liver King, evil. Literally, Liver King is... Oh, I find that so evil. How could you not find that evil? It's so fucked up. Yeah, Natty Liver King. Peace. He should have to refund every single person who bought from him in that timeline. Oprah did the same. What did that bitch do? Can I be honest with you? I used to love Oprah. I used to watch Oprah with my finger blasting grandma every day. Every day, I'd get home from school, I'd sit on the couch with grandma, she'd get to town, she'd start working herself, and she would put on Dr. Phil at 3, Oprah at 4. And I gotta say, I used to love Oprah. I used to love Oprah. When I was a kid, I used to fucking love Oprah. Dr. Phil was my man. Oprah was my girl. My girl. You know what I'm saying? Okay? And now, I gotta be real. I think Oprah, I think she's a bitch. I don't even really know what I can point to, but it's a feeling. You put the bits at the end, so it's not going to read, so I'm going to read it for you. 6 months since I got gastric bypass and I'm down 100 plus. I just want you to know that you don't deserve that weight loss. Okay? You had some sort of medical intervention, so you should kill yourself. He said I was 380. I'm currently 258. It doesn't matter. Does not matter. I've never felt better. You're lying and coping. I was literally eating myself to death. Liar. Big fatso liar, man. Saved my life. Fatty. I'm on a new diet. No, you're not. You cannot do that and then make healthy decisions. I have way more energy. No, you don't. Thanks for the bits, though. Sorry. Just, putting you in your place. My grandma got gastric or whatever that shit is. I would never do that, by the way. That is terrifying to me. Or she got like a... Okay, tell me which one this is. They made her tummy smaller. And then now my grandma will take her to dinner and that bitch orders the whole plate of ribs and sips the side soup and is full.
6 months since I got a gastric bypass. I'm down 100 plus. I was 380. I'm currently 258. Never felt better. I was literally eating myself to death. Basically saved my life.
Wait, are they the same?
I'm on a new diet and have way more energy.
It's so invasive. Just eat less, bro. I gotta be so real. If you don't struggle with your portions, you need to thank God every day because it's such a visible addiction. I'm gonna be honest with you guys though. I'm gonna keep it an absolute buck. Y'all are I'm gonna be real with you right now. I really want to get on Ozempic now. Ozempic and steroids. See which one wins. Dude, I gotta say this too. This is an offer I've had for my boys and they won't do it. Any one of my friends wants to do a medically monitored trend cycle with me, we will make it into content. We will mark all of our gains. We will do gym workout streams. Any one of I will pay for everything. None of my boys want to. My boys being like San Diego crew, like Booty or Carlos or Peanut. Chat, I know you will do it. Yeah, I'll fly out some like stinky Of course, one of you will do it, okay? I could probably say, hey, someone in chat want to come over here and just be paid to stand in my house with their asshole gaped. I'd have 8 dudes in my email. I didn't want to bring this up, but I'm going to say something I shouldn't have said. I'm going to say something right now. I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't going to share this, but I feel like I have to now to prove this point. I had a little person reach out to me saying they would be my Funko Pop.
Portion sizes still messes with me. I got 2 tikka masala bowls for myself and wanted to save one for later.
Hey, let me guess.
Ate them both within 30 minutes. Yes, I'm fat.
No, brother. Can I be honest with you, my man? That's not your fault. I don't know what they're putting over in that shit. Okay, but tikka masala, butter chicken, garlic naan. These motherfuckers have a death grip on me. I don't blame you. You don't ever have one serving of that. That's crazy. So it's not your. I'll be honest with you. It's not your fault.
Alex tagged me in this post, and I want to know what you guys think. Should I reach out and do this? As we approach the second half of the year, I'm looking for more potential guests on Paranormal Detour. If you've ever wanted to go ghost hunting, believer or skeptical, I'm currently looking for guests. So here's the trailer for it. Yeb and Maya were in this. I didn't know that. And a lot of other people. But here's the trailer. We're going to watch the trailer, and then we're going to talk about it. I want to know what you guys think.
I'll throw something.
Okay. Please don't throw it at us, but feel free to throw something if you want to.
Why did it?
Okay, I want to first come out and say this right out the gate with all this shit. I am not only a skeptic, I am a hater-ass bitch with ghost stuff. I have a very unique take I'd like to share with you real quick. Anything I've seen that's compelling, I believe is obvious bullshit, and everything else is not compelling at all. Every ghost house story thing I've watched is a joke. Like I'm Zach Baggins, and I've had sex with 15 ghosts. My genitals have penetrated so many ghost bussies. All of it is laughable to me. It's all garbage. Some of it is malicious manipulation to prey on grieving people. Some of it is cash grabs for television. All of it is bullshit. Now here's where my Gussie. Ooh, I like Gussie. Ooh, give me that Gussie, Casper. Bend over. I know you're a friendly ghost. How old were you when you died, Casper? Do we count the years after is Casper's ghost a child? Ghosts aren't real. Stop gatekeeping Casper's pussy, dude. Ghosts aren't even fucking real. And also saying, well, you know, he's a child, Wubby, that he's still a child in the ghost form. No, that's like saying people who like Shauna Ray, the girl who stopped growing when she was a kid, because she not get to experience love. I'm not doing this. The point I'm making is I don't... Wow. I got so off track there. Can we focus in? Lock in, chat. Lock in. So yeah, I don't believe in ghosts at all. And I don't hate people who believe in them. I don't hate people who believe. I hate the business of ghosts. I think it's all a scam. I did Bruce's ghost hunt a few years ago in LA, and I loved it, and it was fun. I think Bruce believes in ghosts, and I fucking love Bruce Green. With all that being said, here's where my opinion also gets a little weird. This shit will still scare the fuck out of me. I may not have any belief that any of this is real, but lock me in a haunted house for the night, turn off all the lights, and make me sit there in silence. Yeah, my mind is gonna start racing. I will get legit human anxiety. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in any of that shit. I don't think I've seen any compelling evidence to defy the laws of physics. Extraordinary claims need extraordinary evidence. It's all stupid. It's all bullshit. However, yeah, if I, right now in this house, if I turned off every light in this house and sat still in my own living room, I would probably freak myself out in about 10 minutes. That's the thing. I feel like most of these shows you see, the skeptics are always like, I don't give a fuck. Let me walk in here. Hello? I'm not scared. Me? I'm a full skeptic, probably one of the strongest I am so firm in my skepticism, yet I would panic in a pitch black room. I would. I'd be like, I'm uncomfortable, turn on a light, I'm having a meltdown. Anyway, with that being said, let's keep watching.
There's 3 of us.
Ew! I feel like we should leave.
Could you tell me?
Please get out.
See, this is so corny. I would do this, though. I want to know if chat wants me to. It's so corny to me. Please get out. Or what? What? So this guy put out this tweet, and Alex tagged me in it, and then he liked it. So I would almost guarantee if I hit him up right now, he'd be like, cool, let's figure out a time that works. I am such a ghost hater ass bitch. And you know, can I be mean for a second? And I'm probably gonna be mean to like 10 people I know personally and half my audience. I'm such a skeptic. I find it difficult to even be remotely empathetic with people who do believe in ghosts, to the point where I'm like, I am almost blown away when I find an adult who still believes in ghosts. I want to be clear here. I have very close friends. I have very close people in my life who believe in ghosts. And it melts my mind a little bit. I'm like, how is it possible we've made it into our late 20s, some people older than me, and it's like you're still believing this shit? I don't believe in ghosts, but I do hurry to my bed after turning the lights off. Oh, TT. Oh my God. Brother. That's why I'm saying, believe you me, I don't like the dark. Are you kidding me? I sleep with lights on. I don't believe in ghosts, though. You've just never had an experience then. Brother, I'm going to tell you something right now. The least you should trust your own perception under circumstances where you can be manipulated, the least, my man. Your memory is one of the worst accounts of all time, okay? You have been influenced, my brother. I'm sorry. If you're going to try to tell me our understanding of the laws of physics are different because Zach Baggins saw a door close, you're going to need a little more evidence than that. Okay, here's why spending a night in a haunted house to me is not compelling at all. There's so many reasons, and I feel like if I have to explain this to you, I feel like you're already not sitting at the big boy table. you know what I mean? But I'll humor this real quick. I'll humor this, okay? Spending a night at a haunted house to me is in no way evidence of anything for a few reasons. The first reason, okay, is this stuff has been looked into and been put to the test to be replicated, to be proven, and it always comes up short. Always comes up short. There is no scientific evidence of any kind that can be replicated. There's one. Two, if something were to happen at a haunted house, it should be able to be replicated, but let's say it can be. Like, let's say I go to a haunted house and I have a very real experience that scares the shit out of me. Everyone involved with that house has every motivation to fake it, to give a bullshit experience to me that I think is real. If there is money to be made, there is somebody making the money. You are fools if you paid to go to a haunted house and you had an experience that was haunted. You are the sucker. I'm sorry, but if I believed everything I felt, thank God we don't live in that world. Your own experience is not reality, my brother. I hate to break it to you. That lady just said, I feel like somebody's watching. Well, thank God it doesn't work like that.
Even if it doesn't make sense, it's fun to believe.
First off, the James Randi Award, I don't even like citing that because it's so obvious. I feel like that's like step one on the iceberg of why you shouldn't believe in paranormal is the James Randi shit. Look into that if you don't even know. There's $1 million reward for anyone who can prove any sort of supernatural or paranormal anything. There's $1 million reward for anybody who could prove it. It's fun to believe. Well, that's different, though. I see so many people in chat going, you should go and have the experience. Why do you trust your experience when you're vulnerable like that? That is crazy. Why would you trust that? That is insane. Of course, if you go to a haunted place and you're fully willing and expecting, you're going to start associating. Dude, I don't want to get into this. I would do it because it's funny. Oh, yeah, no. I would love to do this because it's funny, but I don't believe in ghosts. And it's not going to convince me. Is this a clip of me ghost hunting? Don't make me peel back the curtain on that, guys. Don't make me tell you Santa Claus isn't real. What happened here?
Kill me in that last sentence, but...
Run, he killed me. I don't know, man. I'm not scared.
I think I'm about to be scared.
Did it just say be scared?
You know what's funny about this too? You put any sort of logic behind it and it falls apart so fast, you just kind of have to turn off your brain when you're ghost hunting. No. So hear me out. So like, for no reason, these spirits, that's just what we call them. We don't really know what they are. The way we communicate with them is we put like radios on shuffle. And so as it's shuffling through all the frequencies, the ghost, using ghost powers, taps in to the Spanish radio at the exact moment he says hello, and he pulls that to the forefront. Okay, that seems like a really convoluted way of communicating. Why don't they just communicate? Well, they can't communicate with their voices, but they can interact with things physically, so why don't they just do that? Why don't we leave like a pen and paper out, and then we could just... Well, they can't do that, but they can open the door to the fridge. You don't understand how it works, dude. Like, it takes energy to do this stuff, so they'll pull the fridge door open, but you're not getting it. They have to communicate this way because they're too weak. And I know that because Zach Baggins said so. A Ouija board? Don't even get me started on Ouija boards. Those things have been debunked a million times. Fucking Hasbro sells it, brother. The same company that makes Chutes and Ladders makes a portal to the demon world. Have you lost your goddamn mind? I was the same thought as you. Then in my early 20s, my parents moved into a big house. Crazy stuff would happen there when I was home alone. But here's the problem with that, my brother. I'm gonna teach you a little something, okay? You're primed. You know what I mean? Houses make weird noises. Weird things happen every day of our lives that can be explained by our current understanding of the world. It's easy when you're afraid or you're alone. Our mind likes to fill in the blanks, and when it can't, all that's left is spirit, ghost, right? Houses make noises. Weird things happen. My logic of why I don't believe in ghosts is just straight Occam's razor, right? Simplest. Is that what it is? Is it? I forget what it is. It's if I hear something or see something I can't explain, I'm sooner going to believe I'm missing a piece of information than the way we understand the laws of our physics that we understand is not the way it is and ghosts are real. I'd sooner believe maybe I'm not getting the whole picture here. There's enough to be scared of in our real lives, trust me. It's funny. It goes, you know what's funny? It goes both ways. The believers think that we're coping, and I think the believers are coping. And you'll never get them to come over. You'll never get them. I'll end it with this, and then mods, you can start timing out people. I'm gonna get the last word on this. Here's my last word. I think these believers should they should thank God that the world that they think is real isn't the world we live in, because I'll tell you right now, if ghosts were real and they could interact with us physically, that is you are fucked. And you should thank God the world doesn't work like that. Because if it does, you're fucked. There's no like if a non-interactable spirit demon can physically choke people, it is foobar for us. So I think we're all just happy the world isn't like that, even if people believe it is. How can you disbelieve in ghosts and believe in God? It's a figure of speech. I'm not saying that's the case. I'm a slave to fruity cakes, man. It's like my weakness. People are always, oh, you're a Twinkie. Oh, you go have a Twinkie, fatso. I don't like Twinkies very much. Know what I said? Very much. I love a good fruit dessert. Strawberry cream, anything like that goes crazy. If you get the double choco dunk, you're 9 years old. It's all about fruits and parfaits and extract. All right, there's a post on the subreddit, muting everything so I can actually get through this. Weaponized autism on the train today. In context, a woman posted this. I don't know what this is about. Has a lot of upvotes, and the top comment seemed amazed. So we're going to read a story from a viewer real quick. I'm reading it for the first time. I wanted to go in blind, so I'm going in blind. Chat, I had the most Wubby-esque interaction this morning on the way to work. Both interactions happened before 6:30 a.m. I like the detail here. I ride public transit to work. So this morning, on an elevated train platform, when a large man approached me and told me he saw a spider crawling up the side of my shoe. He's so in. What a weird pickup line if that's what he's going for. Watch out, there's a spider on you. And you look down, you look back, his penis is out. Did I just call it? Hold on. I stopped and looked down at my foot, but didn't see anything. While I'm looking down, oh my God. While I'm looking down, this man approaches me, kneels down to grab my foot, and takes my shoe off. This isn't real. At this point, I'm scared. As I mentioned, this man is big. He's over 6 feet tall and large. I'm a 5'2" female. I work in a courthouse and cannot bring any weapons or pepper spray with me. Okay. So I go along with it because I don't want to get yelled at or hurt by this dude. It's like 6 a.m. and I just want to get to work. He looks at my foot and obviously there's no spider. He puts my shoe back on and then reaches for my other foot. I let it happen too in hopes that it'd end soon. If this is real, what the fuck? He takes my other shoe off, looks at my foot, and yells, "Damn queen, that pedicure goes hard." I laugh it off. I say thank you. I put my shoe back on. At this point, he backs away and walks off quickly. Yeah, he got what he wanted. He wins. That's a W for him. He asked if I was a foot model. I say no, and he calls after me, "You should be one because I'm a big fan," as he walks away. Okay, I walk away quickly to the other side of the train platform. This cannot be real. I refuse to believe this is real at all. I watch him from afar to make sure he isn't following me. And guys, I swear to you, he was sniffing his hand. You're lying, bro! He was sniffing his hands. I get off the metro and transfer to Brightline, which is a high-speed train that serves South Florida. Okay, information we don't need. I sit down and try to process Footman when I'm approached by a dude in a train shirt. This is fake. This is all, and I'm going to ban you when I'm done with this because you wasted my chat's time. He sits down next to me and tells me he's a huge train enthusiast and he's here on vacation to take the Brightline. I tell him, great. I should have let the conversation die there, but again, I could tell this guy really wanted to talk and was alone. God. Okay, so I ask him if he has any cool trains he's big on. A big mistake. He takes his phone out and shows me pictures of a California Zephyr, a train that goes from San Fran to Chicago through the Rockies. It's all pretty harmless. He asks my name and reaches over and hugs me. Weird, but whatever. You seem to be very okay with just like multiple dudes invading your space physically. This is fake. This has to be fake. He tells me he's autistic and likes hugs. I think the train shirt was a dead giveaway. I reply, yeah, I figured when you said you really like trains that he was autistic. This is so fake. Call in so I can call your dumbass out. He pulls away from the hug. His hand graces my breast. Why do you guys upvote shit like this? He then tries to hold my hand. I pull away. He proceeds to tell me about this woman he saw give birth on a California Zephyr and shows me an article he wrote about it. Here's the article. Okay, this person does link an article here. Okay, baby born on Amtrak. Okay, what the fuck? After he tells me the story, he hugs me again. I think they're leaning into how fake this is now. This time he's nuzzling my neck and rubbing my back. I'm really uncomfortable and I pull away and say, dude. He then rubs and pokes my stomach. I like when a girl is soft here. I push his hand away, but I don't say anything, so he tries to lean over and hug me again. I say, no, man, I'm good. At which point he asks me how old I am. I tell him I'm much older, and he abruptly stands up and walks away. I board my bright line like a minute later and never see him again. Anyway, probably going to start some sort of foot account. I don't have to commute to work so I don't have to commute to work ever again. Happy Wednesday, chat. I don't believe any of this. Here's why. So first off, it's kind of extraordinary, right? I don't doubt that something like this could happen to a woman. Of course, I'm sure many people in chat have had a crazy story like that. But here's what I doubt. First off, I hate to say this, it's written like a Redditor. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. But it's written like all those fucking Redditor fake stories. It just is. There's a hyper amount of detail in places that it doesn't need to be detailed. It's written like those Reddit short stories. It's written like fanfic or roleplay or whatever. So there's that. Immediate red flags and just how it's written. The second thing is like, it's also if it did happen, it's also crazy. Two just like back to back within 5 minutes, things that are like it wasn't normal harassment. Like, dude walks up to you, takes off your shoes, and you don't freak out twice? And then immediately after, autistic man corners you about trains and touches your titties and belly? I don't know. Dang, imagine being this chick and it happening to, and now chat is calling you a liar. You didn't have to share it to the subreddit. I mean, listen, right? When you share a story, you are putting it out for the court of public opinion to give their opinion on. And I'm going to be real too. You didn't share it to r/ladies raise me up. You shared it to r/PayMoneyWubby. I'm sorry, but if anyone's going to be critical of a post, it's going to be this dog shit community. Based Wubby? Shut the fuck up. What do you mean based Wubby? Toe sucker arrested, more victim asked to step forward. I'm not saying it's not possible. That's not what I'm saying. I think my biggest doubt here is it's written like a Redditor. You know what I mean? It's written like a fanfic. You're misogynistic? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I would have believed that story. I want you to know something, chat. If that story was written by a man, I would have believed it. If you heard when I said I don't believe it, all of it had to do with the fact that was a female author. It had nothing, I gave no reasons other than her gender. I work at a vet clinic and had a man ask me to put a leash on him like I did his dog, and I believe you. That doesn't surprise me at all. But hey, you know what though? Maybe this person just has a gifted way of telling stories. Because you're right, maybe tone is coming off incorrect in your story here. It does sound unbelievable though.
Including bright line in the story sound is adding to much info IMO.
Yeah, that's also, I'm not saying that's a way, I don't think that's always a tell of someone not telling the truth, but like super hyper detailed unnecessary information is something I've noticed on Reddit, specifically with stories that aren't true. Like giving super details about the direction the train was going. And it's like, none of that's important. This story could have been 3 lines long. A dude came up and touched my feet on the train today. And then on top of that, when I got on the train, I was cornered by an autistic guy and got into a really awkward exchange with him. Okay, you guys, you know what I hate? Why is everything so, like, I don't know if politicized is the word. Why can't I just not believe this and also not hate women? And now I'm seeing people in chat, and I don't know, why are people saying Amber Heard? I don't like you saying that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with any other take you're going to add on to mine. I just read a story that sounded fake. Like, don't put me in a political or a divisive camp. Bro, all I said was, hey, here's a story on my subreddit. Let's read it. I finished reading it. Oh, it sounded fake as fuck. Nothing else. There's nothing else going on. YouTube title, Wubby enters the manosphere. Polarizing is the word. Thank you. Well, hold on. Here's the thing. This is the last I'm going to say about it. I am 100% it's fake. until this person comes on stream to talk about it. The fact that they're just not even appearing now. All right, let's move on. That was it. I don't have anything to say about that.